Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Richard Lewis Brown, and today is June 3rd, 2021. As you know, I won the election to be the new Local 1000 president. Last night, Local 1000 had an emergency board meeting, and they voted overwhelmingly to give Gavin Newsom $1 million to help him fight his recall. And they took a stance that Local 1000 will be opposed to any recall or the recall against Gavin Newsom. All right. So I worked around the clock, have a press release, my second one, and I'll take time and read it to you. Reflection to his campaign before Brown takes office at the end of June. My quote: Governor Newsom has taken money out of state employees' pockets for the last year, and the response from this union's leadership is to hand him $1 million, while ignoring what's in the best interest of its 96,000 represented employees. That's what I said. There is a disconnect between the leadership of this labor union and the people they are supposed to represent, a connection I intend to reestablish. That's my exact quote. Now, the rest of this press release. During the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, Governor Newsom projected a $54 billion budget shortfall and required state employees to take 2 voluntary personal leave days, quote, the PLP, which amounted to a 9.23% pay reduction, or face possible furloughs. Instead of a deficit, Governor Newsom announced in May that California has a nearly $76 billion surplus. Okay. And then the rest of my press release. Brown is set to take office on or around June 26th. No one from SEIU Local 1000 has contacted Brown yet to confirm what day he will be sworn in. SEIU Local 1000 is the largest public sector union in California and represents approximately 96,000 employees in the 9 bargaining units across California. That's my official press release. Maybe I'll have to read it again later. And so I'm very disappointed by this situation. But I'm excited because it gives us the opportunity to help the state employees in Lansing County, because I stated last night, in the evening time, about 7 p.m., that we're going to have an emergency board meeting after I'm elected, after I'm sworn in, to set aside for them $2 million. So next year when the prison closes, if they're not able to find jobs right away, they'll have some money coming from the union to help them get through the hard times, the rough times. And I stand by that. I'm sincere in those words, and I'm sincere in my actions. And even though last night I'm deeply, deeply disappointed in what our Local 1000 leadership has done, I hope that after I'm sworn in, they will feel inspired to set aside $2 million from our PAC money to help the people up in Lansing County, to set money aside. And there's a big controversy about, well, can you take that money? If that money's supposed to be used for political purposes, how can you take that money and help them? I think you can say it's political. So, again, I'm deeply disappointed. It saddens me that I win an election against all the odds, and I tell the truth, and Local 1000, well, they must be listening to all of my words and watching all of my actions, because they rushed to give Gavin this money before I take office. I don't know what to say. So I'm going to stay positive. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep fighting. As I always say, don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. This wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And so with open arms, I tell you faithfully, we will not quit. We will not quit. I'm coming. And I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions. And I respect your opinions. And I have one too. So I want you to stay tuned, stay focused, never give up. We don't give up in this great country. That's not part of our DNA. We fight to the finish. That's why they call us Americans. We will get this done. And I'm looking forward to meeting the staff. You know, I hear that the CFO, Steve Steve, I know his last name. I'm looking forward to meeting him. They say he's going to retire. Hopefully I can talk him into not retiring so we can work together. You know, we can straighten out our finances. I'm looking forward to meeting all of the staff. I really am. And I'm sincere in this. You know, the vote last night didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And once I have time to really digest what happened last night, then I'll be able to, have a better understanding of what I'm really going to do on my very first day. But again, we are excited. This is a great time for Local 1000. Don't let last night discourage you. Don't let it make you upset. Don't let it make you mad. We beat the odds. Now we have to finish. Getting into the game is one thing, but to win that game, to finish that game, it still requires work. And so I'm going to be at these work sites because I'm going to ensure that everyone, not just dues paying members, but everyone in Local 1000 has a voice. And I'm not going to ignore you. Okay? Great point, Lindsay Martin. I see you. You're absolutely right. It was a political move. Thank you for reminding me, Lindsay Martin. Thank you. And tell those people up there, I'm sincere and I'm coming up there and they're going to have my full support. You're absolutely right. It was thank you. Because thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to stay focused, everyone. We're going to get everyone involved in this union and we're going to get everyone to pay dues. Now, I still want to reduce these dues and I'm getting calls left and right saying, don't you do it. They're yelling and they're screaming. Don't you reduce those dues. But yeah, we're going to stay positive. We're going to stay hopeful. And like I said, we won't quit. I'm going to be at these work sites. I'm telling you this. Now, a lot of you people are telecommuting. I'm waiting for everyone to set up these Zoom meetings with me. Has anyone ever set up a Zoom meeting where I didn't come? You ever notice when I come to the Zoom meetings, I'm oftentimes quiet and I'm listening. I'm gonna show you that I can dominate a conversation, but I can also listen and show compassion. It doesn't always have to be my way. Don't let people tell you that. I know I'm a dominating personality, but I have the ability to listen and understand and figure things out. And you're going to learn this with me. I promise you, if you give me the opportunity, if you stay by my side, stay faithful, don't you stop believing. We will get this done. I keep saying the same thing, but I have to keep saying the same thing because people sometimes they just need to hear it on a certain day of the week at a certain time of the year. And the light bulb goes off. And so when I tell you that, I'm not the smartest in this and I'm not the smartest in that, I have weaknesses and my weaknesses will become transparent. But I got some things about me that other people don't have. It's a gift that I have, a gift. And when I meet other people, I can see what gifts they have. And there's some leaders in Local 1000. They've been running and pretending to help you. I'm going to really show you who's on your side. Remember, I'm going to be transparent starting on day one. And everyone who wants to be a job steward, who used to be a job steward, you're going to be job stewards on day one. I'll sign you back up. You're going to be reinstated. I keep saying this. And if you've been an activist of Local 1000 for years and you've been watching and talking to your coworkers, you should be signed up to be a job steward on day one too. And it's going to happen. And when you come challenge me, I'm going to challenge you right back. And that way, it's fair, it's equal. Okay? Last night, they voted to give up the money and oppose the recall of Gavin. That's fine. When I'm sworn in, we're going to create a whole new culture. And everyone's going to be involved. Everyone's going to have their voice heard. And I'm going to show you things about people on video. And, when they say, certain meetings have to be, can be open and certain meetings have to be closed. All right. I have a way of getting my point across. And you've already seen it by them making this emergency action to give Gavin this money. And now they're sitting back to see how I'm going to react. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be poised. I'm going to be professional. I'm going to be courteous. I'm going to be intelligent. I'm going to think my words out. This time. But let me end today on this, on June 3rd, 2021. When you see me being very professional and very calm and listening, and I mean keeping my mouth shut, that's hard for me to do, keep my mouth shut. And you see me just, really, really being quiet, acting presidential. When you see me acting like that, controlling my emotions and being that perfect guy, when you see me doing that, I see a question. Aaron Ascato, did they empty the COPE account? We have no control over the COPE account, Aaron. That money goes to international in D.C. We don't control that. And I'll get that straight on day one because we got to do a lot of educating. But I'm going to end it by saying this. You see me be very calm today, very optimistic, very cheery. I'm smiling. Remember this day. I want you to remember how I reacted to them giving this money when I told you so strongly yesterday, don't you give that money to Gavin. Remember me saying that yesterday morning? And today they did it. Last night they did it. And today I'm smiling and I'm cheerful. Just remember how presidential I acted. Okay, I'm done talking. You make a great day. Will I do a video later? I'm not sure. But I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for not giving up on me. Stay by my side. Hopefully we'll get through the protest period. There won't be any protests. And I'll be sworn in on June 26th. Hopefully the president of Local 1000 will eventually call me and we'll be able to talk about a peaceful transfer. I'm very hopeful. We're going to make it a great day in the state of California. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.